Carbohydrate, introduction and classification. So what are carbohydrates? Carbohydrates are actually polyhydroxyaldehydes and ketones. Means many hydroxyl group along with either aldehyde or ketonic group. Or the compounds they give polyhydroxyaldehyde or polyhydroxyketone on hydrolysis are called carbohydrates. So I hope all of you know carbohydrates. Glucose is carbohydrate, fructose is carbohydrate, cellulose is carbohydrate, chitin is carbohydrates, even carbohydrate present in RNA, DNA. So all these are the carbohydrates. So it's a very, very interesting topic. They are, now coming to the next point, they are also called hydrates of carbon. They are also called hydrates of carbon because of this formula. You can see here, CnH2O(N) means all carbohydrates you can write in this formula, CnH2O by N. So they are hydrates of carbon. Carbohydrates, again coming to the next point, carbohydrates are storehouse of chemical energy. You know very well. So instant energy source are actually carbohydrates in our body, we know, or they provide energy to the plant and as well as animals. So they are called storehouse of chemical energy. Green plants and algae produce carbohydrates, very popular reaction. By using this reaction they produce carbohydrates. They synthesize carbohydrate, which is called photosynthesis. Very, very green synthesis. I think there is no reaction present in chemistry like photosynthesis. You can see here, carbohydrate, glucose is produced by using carbon dioxide and water, and energy is taken from the light, and this is required, chlorophyll. So during this reaction glucose is produced and oxygen is released. Very, very interesting reaction. And what happens in our body? This glucose is converted to the carbon dioxide and water, and lot of energy is released during the metabolism. This metabolism is actually multi-step reactions. Multi-step reaction. So again, carbohydrates are also called saccharides because this term is actually a Latin term derived from the Latin word saccharum, which is for sugar. So sugar means saccharides. Now, after this much introduction, we will discuss its classification. Carbohydrates are mainly divided into three classes: monosaccharides, oligosaccharides, and polysaccharides. We'll discuss one by one in more detail. Monosaccharides. The simplest carbohydrates are called monosaccharides, which cannot be hydrolyzed further. They are also called simple sugars. All monosaccharides have carbons ranging from 3 to 7 carbon atoms. So they have 3 to 7 carbon atoms in a chain. Now see here, in monosaccharides, there is a carbonyl group present either at carbon number 1 or carbon number 2, and remaining all other carbons having hydroxy group. So monosaccharides are further divided or further classified as triose if they have 3 carbons, tetrose if they have 4 carbons, pentose if they have 5 carbons, hexose having 6 carbons, heptose having 7 carbons. One more thing, monosaccharides with aldehyde carbonyl group means CHO. This carbonyl group, this CO group, which is called aldehyde carbonyl group, or you can say aldehydic group, which is always at C1 at the terminal, are called aldoses. And if the monosaccharide with ketonic group, which is always present at C2, carbon number 2, they are called ketoses. Means all monosaccharides are actually divided into again two. They can be divided into two classes, aldoses and ketoses. If aldehydic group is there, which is always present at carbon number 1, are called aldoses, and if ketonic group is there, which is always present at carbon number 2, they are called ketoses. One more thing, all carbohydrates have common name with suffix OAC, ending their name with OAC, O's, you can say glucose, fructose, but there is exception. So this is ketotriose, dihydroxyacetone or dihydroxyacetones are actually they do not have suffix OAC except this one, dihydroxyacetone. All carbohydrates have suffix OAC. Their name ends with OSE. Monosaccharides are further divided, as I mentioned earlier, that if there are 3 carbons and aldehydic group, it is called aldotriose. Example is glyceraldehyde. And if 3 carbons and ketonic group is there, which is at carbon number 2, it is called ketotriose. Similarly, for 4 carbons and aldehydic group, aldotetrose. For 4 carbons and ketonic group, ketotetrose. For 5 carbons and aldehydic group, aldopentose. For 5 carbons and ketonic group, ketopentose. For 6 carbons and aldehydic group, aldohexose. And for 6 carbon and ketonic group, ketohexose. Oligosaccharides, they give 9 to 9 molecules of same or different monosaccharides on hydrolysis. They are called oligosaccharides. They are further classified as below depending on how many molecules they give on hydrolysis. If they give 2 molecules of monosaccharides, then they are called disaccharides. If 3, they are called trisaccharides. If they give 4 molecules of monosaccharides, they are called tetrasaccharides. And if they give 5 monosaccharide units on hydrolysis, they are called pentasaccharides. So in this way, oligosaccharide means having minimum 2 monosaccharide units and maximum 9 monosaccharide units, and they give that units on hydrolysis. Polysaccharides, you can see here the name polysaccharide, poly and saccharides. So they contain many monosaccharides joined together. They are having large number of monosaccharide units. For example, starch and cellulose. So you can see here monosaccharide is C6H10O5 having n number of these units, and when we hydrolyze by using enzyme or acid, we get here n number of monosaccharides. So in polysaccharides, large number of monosaccharide units joined together. They are subclassified as below. They are called homopolysaccharides when they give one type of monosaccharides on hydrolysis, or they are called heteropolysaccharides when they give different types of monosaccharides on hydrolysis. So in this way, we have seen the classification of classification of carbohydrates.